back in, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and even like the really early 70s. Back in those days, they would make such, amazing official bits of behind-the-scenes footage, because Jim Henson was a true believer in showing the audience how things were done. He didn't believe that it ruined the magic, because as he observed on the sets of Sesame Street and The Muppet Show, if a kid came up to him with Kermit on his arm, it seems that, Jim puts it himself, saying, the frog is a whole deal more interesting than the man with a beard. So it's really interesting how, and other puppeteers have observed this as well, that when the puppet's on the hand and it's dead, it's a bit creepy, but the second that character comes to life, the puppet seems to vanish. And because of this belief and the observation that Jim had, he made incredible things, and other people made amazing bits of behind-the-scenes footage for all the things that he was working on, from Sesame Street to Muppets, Fraggle Rock, Dark Crystal Labyrinth, you name it, all of it. But now, in the recent things, and really since his death, even if they have done behind the scenes, they've kept it to maybe be not as showing as they would have been. They'll talk about the sets and the scripts, but they're a bit more hesitant to show the puppeteers performing the characters, and this has gotten more and more untrue the further along we've gone. But recently, in the build-up to the Muppets Mayhem show, with the Electric Mayhem and this 2026 special, we've seen the puppeteers appear live, not hiding anything at all. We see them, and I wonder, maybe, hopefully, as we go into this sort of new era of the Muppets, that's what I think it is, because I think this is going to be a big staple when this short special comes out. I believe that maybe they'll go back to their roots of teaching people how things were done, because that's fully what Jim's original that was his original plan. He loved it. And it was a way to show and inspire other people. And I believe there's people in generations that maybe have lacked that inspiration or something, because the Muppets haven't put out, proper behind the scenes, a blooper reel doesn't count, and, things like that. Fake interviews to make it look like they're behind the scenes. No, I mean, like, all, cameras, shaky cameras, things like that, just showing you how it was done, but with like class, because Jim wanted everything to be, to a certain standard of quality. And yeah, there's so much for all the old movies and the old TV shows, but yeah, they don't really do it for the new stuff. It's just an interesting observation I've had recently, and it's got me thinking. So please, Disney, if you're listening, the Muppet Studios, if you're listening, please make like an official behind-the-scenes video for the Muppets 2026 special. That would be amazing, because there's so many kids who, maybe need to understand how it works so they can be inspired and start the next generation of Puppeteers, because it's no secret that the Muppets of Men, the book and the film documentary, you only have to watch 5 Muppet, interviews with new performers, and they'll all say, well, I had the Muppets of Men book, or I watched the Muppets of Men documentary, and then I realised, oh, you can get paid for this? That's what they'll all say. So I think that maybe we need to have our own Muppets of Men thing for this new series to inspire the next generation of performers. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. These clips that you've been seeing behind me as I've been yapping has been from these channels here. I'll give credit to them there. Go and watch their stuff, subscribe to them. They have some cool things that show you extra behind the scenes stuff. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a delight. I hope all your Christmases were fantastic. It's Boxing Day now here in England. Oh yeah. Happy Boxing Day, yes. Yeah. It's interesting, and I hope that we get some new behind-the-scenes content proper, some real good quality. Yes, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.